Alright, my name is Draven Doom, and this is my assignment 1 for the shadow process. The words I chose was photo, elevator, and security, generally because they have a little something more concrete than a lot of these other ones that are a little more ambiguous, so I thought it'd be easier to work with these. Plus, I thought it'd be kind of interesting to work on security and elevator. I personally like those. Photo is a little weird, but I was able to do it. Let's start with the elevator. Take a second to load here. And yeah, let's go into the workspace here, the elevator model. Okay, so what we have here is essentially, we call the tween service. This is something in Roblox Studios that allows us to work with a simple animation protocol. And they have a whole other animating service, but this is like essentially moving parts. Elevator model, script.parent. Essentially, the script's parent is the elevator model. It shows that in the Explorer. Part to touch is basically once you touch this part, which is the elevator model, its floor, it will activate. I also this was just to make sure that the primary part is noted. This is something a part of Roblox to let you know what is the primary part of a model. So this was just a quick check statement. I could remove this to make sure it was hitting. Local tween info, 8 seconds using a quadratic easing style, meaning it will ramp up in the middle and then slow down. So like how an elevator would. It would start slow, go fast, then slow. So perfect quadratic easing style here. We have a target C frame. This is essentially in the Y direction, going up 50 position in 8 seconds. The tween, essentially use the tween service and create with the elevator model part tween info and the C frame that we gave it. We can then actually create the tween. This is essentially the action itself. Part to touch, which we called over here, dot touched, connect the function, and if the player essentially hits that, then it plays the tween. All right. And then we have a simple weld script. This is really typical in Roblox, so I'm not going to go over it too much. Essentially, it takes each part in the model and welds it to the floor. If it's not welded, it will fall apart because things in it cannot be anchored. So you need to make sure that every part is welded to the primary part so it all moves synchronously. Okay, so let's run this. So here I am. We're going to hit this. The elevator is going to start working. And then we reach the balcony. So that was my elevator. Let's move on to the next. Roblox. My games. Alright, security door. This one's pretty simple too. Essentially, this one is... Here we go. So, let me find the script real quick. It's in our tools, ID card, local script. Here you go. So this is essentially same thing, tween service. We're going to be moving the doors when a player clicks the security card. So it's essentially like a clicker. Tool is script.parent. Same idea there. It is identifying the tool. Door, this is finding the doors in the workspace. There is better ways to do this, but finding it through the workspace works for this purpose. Tween info, quadratic as well. I just like the way quadratic looks. 4 seconds seems reasonable. And then we have -7 and 7 in the Z direction or Z direction. This will essentially move the doors. They will separate apart and open up. And creating the tweens and tool.activated. This is just a function within tools that you can use. Activated. And it will play both the tweens. And I just have a little hit statement just to make sure it's working. So let's play this, see how it works. We have our ID card. We click the ID card. And everything's breaking. What the f... Hold Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find out why that was happening. That's not normal. Can collide, yes. Anchored, yes. This is good. Those are not anchored. Alright. Ungroup that. I doubt that's going to do anything, but that was super strange. Yeah, okay, so there we go. That was a very strange bug there. I'm not sure how that happened, but I'm not sure because now it's working flawlessly. I just grouped it and ungrouped it. Everything was anchored properly, so it doesn't make sense. There we go. The doors fall over. That's pretty funny. Essentially, what I would need to do there is as soon as they're done opening, I would set the script to anchor the doors, and then I could also move them back after a certain amount of time. Did not implement that yet, but there we go. All right, let's move on to the last one. The last one. All the camera is essentially we're changing the perspective of the person to the camera. I can't actually send screenshots or like use a screenshot function in Roblox. I can't access that privilege. So, okay, we're having the glitch again. I think there's some texture glitch that's happening because that's not normal. Try this again. Okay, there we go. This is actually the first asset that I took from somewhere. This is a camera model that I found from a free assets pack. So essentially how this works is when you click it, it's just going to show you the lens of the camera. And you can just double click it to go out of the lens. And honestly, if I was to make this tool a little better, I would have different modes, and you could hit hotkeys, and you could probably change your distance that you're seeing. So it actually works as a pretty cool camera, almost like a, what do you call it, a telescope. But yeah, you can't really use screenshot functions, and I was gonna do some like arbitrary system where it, like, you know, displays it in like a folder or something, all your screenshots. So there's that. We can go over the script now. Where did I put the script? It's a tool. So put a local script. Same thing here. Script.parent is the camera itself, player. This is a local scripts can do this, and since the tool is locally inside the player, as soon as the game starts, we can access players this way. Camera tool wait for child. Essentially, this is waiting for the camera and the handle. This is something you want to do is wait for the child because sometimes the script will activate before it even references it in the Explorer and loading, so you need to wait for it. In picture is just a flag to let us know whether the user is in the picture, like in the camera or not. Game.workspace.current camera. This is essentially working with the camera itself, like the camera that like allowed me to move the camera up. It's the camera features in Roblox Studios. I got toggle camera in picture. Then, if in picture, meaning if the flag's true, then it will change its value here. This basically sets. Oh, I have it backwards. So this will actually move this picture back. This what I'm trying to say is in picture true. This is the one that moves it up in the camera, so you can actually view like through the lens of the camera, and this is the one that sets it back. And tool.activated, it's the same thing as the last tool we made. It's just a function Roblox, and it calls the function within that parameter. Yeah, so that's how that works. Pretty simple stuff. I kept it quite bare bones, but it's all in Roblox Studios, probably one of the more comfortable programs I have done. Yeah, made a lot of cool games in Roblox, so I thought this was a good platform for me to display these simple tools. Yep. My name is Draven Doom, and that was my project.